Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's WrestleMania week, baby.
WrestleMania!
We are packed here in the studio on the Skype lines. Mad Mike has the week off. He has some special guests in his apartment, apparently. But we're here, and I got something in my eye. That's why I'm all blinking at you guys on the video. But with us here, our amazing, where do I start? All the way from Corpus Christi, Texas, the Wrestle Fan. How you doing? Showing off his video skills this week.
Yes, indeedy dandy. I am here, I am the Wrestle Fan, and it is time for WrestleMania coming up in the next couple of days. It's going to be amazing. It's like, as Sorg pointed out on Twitter, it's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas. It's one of my 4 Christmases this year. And also, straight out of, the South Side, I got nothing else fantastic about that. DJ Lunchbox!
It's true. I have returned to my dear sweet home. What's up, hot dog? This is DJ Lunchbox. And Sorg, I unfortunately didn't look in the show notes when you wanted the announcement. Did you want it now? Did you want it?
No. We'll get to that. Hold on to that. We'll
get to it later.
We do have an announcement.
Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned, because later tonight I will be making an announcement that will change the face of wrestling forever.
Do I have to wear pants?
I'm coming back.
No, you do not have to wear pants.
Nice. Will the announcement be better if I'm not wearing pants?
Yes.
Awesome.
Because really, what day's events are not made better without pants?
That's true.
And on the
Dog
couch
enhances everything.
On the couch as
you
usual.
Our friend.
Don't work. I get around to him.
All right.
Chachi, you're there.
Yes, I'm on the couch.
You're on the couch.
Yes, on the couch.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Next to my tag team partner.
Yeah, that's
what
me.
Up?
By the way, I want everybody to see this. Yeah, widescreen, kids. I'm here. It's WrestleMania week. I got a golden microphone widescreen because those were in my contract to come back on the show. My talents are needed. I took my talents to Sorg's studio. And that's how that went down. I didn't have to do anything naughty or disgusting to get on this couch. So I'm here talking to you on the internet. What's up?
Mister, I'm important because I'm in HD.
Yeah, take a look at my screen. Take a look at yours, pimp.
Wow.
Boom. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a look at that on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
This is intense.
White
getting
screen.
Excellent. And joining us from Johnstown, right?
Johnstown.
Is Bobby FJ Town. How you doing, man?
I'm new and different. If you're in HD, you have to have Christian amounts of bronzer on.
Yes.
For it to work.
I need to increase the amount of bronzer that is on my body in order to show up. Or Sorg's gonna have to change the contrast.
You look like Sheamus right now.
I do. I really do. I'm not as white as Sheamus though.
Nobody is. I might.
Yo, no, seriously, Bobby's white like Sheamus.
Yeah, I am. I'm also the old guy from Pawn Stars, too. But
yeah, the old man has traveled back in time to talk about wrestling with us.
Awesome. He's with us. He's going to tell us firsthand why we should care about AON wrestling. That is the plan tonight for the Indie Minute. It's not going to be a damn minute. Again, if you can stumble across us, we are the Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can find us at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Follow us on Twitter. There's always some crazy stuff going on at Mayhem Show. Follow our Twitters. If you're watching the video, you'll see all those Twitters. For us, follow us, check us out, converse with us. We love to get out there with the fan base. Of course, you can contact with us at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or hey, WrestleFan, since we don't have Mad Mike here, you want to hit that number up.
412-206-WMS0.
Listen, wait, stop.
No, you have no tune to that.
Stop.
You have no tune to that.
Stop. That's an awesome cast gimmick. create your own.
We completely ripped it off last
Yes.
week. Come on. Well, there you go. The 412-206-WMS0, or you can do it real easy right here on your iPhone, your Android, your iPad. It'll even work on. Look for the WMS Gold Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold app right here. It has quick links to all those communication fashions. So you can, I don't know where I put it on my phone.
My phone calls,
there it is.
my wonderful phone call voicemail that I left last week.
Yes?
Through the WMS Gold app.
There you go, where he was talking about the kids crying at the Cena stuff.
Yeah, look, Sorg would like a bag of chips. Help him.
I would.
Help him.
I would. Maybe
he would like some
Yes.
Fritos.
If 5 of you buy the
Fritos.
app, I can maybe get a bag of chips. So there it is. It's loading up, and you get
Doritos.
all the stuff. There's like probably 20 minutes of gold stuff we're putting on this week. Other conversation we don't get to the show. A little bit of extra stuff that's not entirely wrestling related. But then again, we kind of go off the rails here too. But a little bit
Why
extra.
are we wrestling related?
I mean, last week we have a little bit more with
Rails.
Johnny Gargano bullshitting with him. You know, that didn't make it into the interview. So go check that out. It's $1.99. It's easy. Check it out, guys. Of course, you can find us. Look for us subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a comment, please. We're over at WrestlingMayhemShow.blip.tv. We're on. What's going on? MediaFly. You can find us on all your devices. Roku, anything that has that on there. Bloxy Box, or YouTube.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. And and if you're interested in joining us, like Bobby F. J-Town is in the new guest host initiative. He is
the guest host initiative?
Yeah, it's the guest host initiative. We started this months ago. That's why you're here.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Got something in my eye again.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's why you're here. I mean, we wanted to mix it up.
Did you see me winking?
Hey,
I got
wait,
something in
wait,
my eye.
wait.
A plan.
What? Wait.
I have an announcement to make.
You have an
Will
announcement.
it change
to
the
make.
face of wrestling forever?
No, just Wrestling Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Congratulations, sir.
Oh, is it? Is it time?
It's his third appearance.
This is my fourth.
Fourth?
Or fifth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, we didn't acknowledge it before.
No.
So you are an official guest host of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Yes.
Or co-host.
The
You-
official co-host
Yes.
of this show.
There you go.
And because of that,
Yeah.
I get HD. So
Yeah, except that on a well, AJ, not people have the award of guest host. You know, like some people.
Well, I
that
would say this.
may
I
or
would-
may not be on the Skype lines right now.
Well,
Hey, show up
WrestleFan-
more.
One, I'm going to say this.
Buy me a plane ticket and I'll show up more.
Because I was snubbed
Mega bus, bitch.
so heavily at the Mayhemies, I will accept my official award as official co-host and slam in your face, WrestleFan.
AJ, I got confetti for you.
Yeah, where's the confetti? Where's the part where I get to point at the WrestleMania sign and say I'm the champion like I won the Royal Rumble?
The pyro budget for this episode is kind of down.
Oh, wait, Bobby, bring that up. He's got some stuff going on there. Can you bring that
go
up
ahead.
again?
It won't stay. It won't stay. There you go.
Oh, there you go. He's got some confetti going on for you.
Yes.
He's dumping confetti on his
I have
own
an- I
head
have an-
for your
I
benefit.
have an orange.
Bam!
That is my friend.
LB, was that?
I have an orange. It's an orange for AJ.
Yeah, fruit.
Yeah, I get citrus.
Fruit for the new guy. Yeah. It looks amazing in slow motion there.
Soon enough, you'll get a fruit
Oh my God, Bobby! Wow, look at Bobby go with all this. Man, he's a guest host with special effects. Step your shit up, WrestleFan.
It just said bam.
I am the sucker puncher Wrestle Mayhem show.
You are.
Wow. This is getting out of hand already.
Oh, this is great. I love this. This is what good shows are. I'm crying over here, man. I'm crying. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I had to tweet
New
something
Mayhem
here.
Award, Riz. That's lovely. I'm on the couch and I'm a co-host. Suck it.
Amazing. Well, let's get. God, where do we start? I forgot. Do we have fan mail? There's fan mail. At least one fan mail. Who wants to take on Mad Mike Mail?
Oh.
Well, since he's not here this week, I think the only one fitting, since I did such a fitting rendition of his the voicemail song, but
Okay, DJ Lunchbox. How's that Mad Mike Mail going?
I needed more heads up than that.
All right, I got it.
All right.
I got it.
Go ahead, Chachi.
Hold on, I'll get another one.
No, I got it.
Are you sure it's long?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, got
I'm
it.
saying I'll read one of the other one.
Holy shit, it is long.
That is what she said again.
No rap this week, kids. I've got a lot to say, and I know Sorg will kill me if I go too long.
Too late.
So here it goes. Quick thoughts from SmackDown and TNA this past week. Poor Kofi got screwed out of WrestleMania spot. Now he's not even the IC champ. Though the finish in the match was awesome. Winter is now able to have a hypnotic power over Angelina Love. I'm not kidding. Nice to see Eric Bischoff revive the LWO with Hernandez, Sarita, Mexican Trish, and Hispanic guy number 8. It sounds like a Tarantino listing. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio will steal the show at Mania. The build is too good not to. If Cole became Swagger's manager after this and no longer an announcer, I'd be okay with that. TNA needs to stop having commercial breaks in between talking segments. Last week they stripped Abyss of the TV title only for him to come back this week. Huh? Abyss should also be trying to go after Crimson. You know, the guy who stabbed him in the back with a board of nails. It's a shame that Edge and Del Rio have like the 4th or 5th most talked about match at Mania. Okay. Quick top 5 promos from Raw on Monday. 5. CM Punk. His control over the Chicago crowd was great. 4. Shawn Michaels. Thank you for stopping the staring contest, and that look at the end was great. 3. Undertaker. Seriously, why couldn't we have had weeks of this kind of build? I am actively excited for this match. 2. Trip. See, Trips, you don't need to bury the roster or the championships for the feud to be good. And the number 1, John Cena. Maybe the best promo of his career. In my opinion, he told nothing but truths, and all The Rock could come back with was, yeah, well, I'm gonna beat you up. Final quick thoughts about Raw. Snooki looked fucking hammered.
She probably was hammered.
Yeah. Orton limping while
I heard
trying...
she was and showed up 3 hours late for the filming.
Yeah, and then she
Isn't her
stumbled
blood
out of
like
the
alcohol?
tunnel and then got beat by Sting in 88 seconds.
Orton limping while trying for the punt was retarded.
I didn't know what happened at first.
I thought it was a good idea, but bad execution.
Yeah,
Because
right.
it looked fake.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Cole needs to be off TV after Mania.
almost needs to be.
Kane's trombone was priceless. I wish the Brian/Jomo versus Sheamus/Dolph went longer. Vicky looked pretty hot in slow motion. Josh Matthews is a great play-by-play guy. Anyone who had Alex Riley throws the first punch is a damned liar. Cena owned Rock tonight on the mic. Rock came off as a very one-note joke. Awesome to see the Road Warriors go into the Hall of Fame. Sucks we have to wait until Monday to see it.
just a quick side note. When I saw that, I thought the Road Warriors were already inducted, which kind of shocked me from, that perspective.
Josh?
And now, Mad Mike's WrestleMania predictions. I told you I had a lot to say. Don't kill me, Sorg. See, no Knuckleheads, and Mario and Drago will be not Nexus, so against us.
What?
I have no
What?
idea.
Was that English?
Yeah, hold on, let me help you out.
No,
I don't know
yes.
who these people are.
See, no Knuckleheads.
See, no
and
Knuckleheads.
Mario and Drago.
Mario and Drago will
Will
be
be-
not
Okay.
Nexus, so against us.
Okay.
That's Kane, Big Show, and Santino and Vladimir Kozlov.
Right.
Will beat the core.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Grandmaster Dad Day will finally
Me.
shut up. Will finally shut up Coleslaw, and there will be about 13,000 stunners. That Apex-like Predator will probably punt our straight-edge savior. The Great White Fella will retain against the American Dragon Son. Wow, I don't even...
Do you want me to finish this one here?
Strat took his son.
All right, hold on.
Will beat, like, Cooliger.
The grandson of a plumber will be not Sin Cara. Also, his mask will be Captain America or Two-Face. The streak will continue, and DX will hug afterwards. Ricardo Rodriguez will have the longest screaming of a new champion's name in WWE history, and the captain will accidentally screw over his former brother. The giant purple people eater will beat the M in Awesome, and please go see my new movie, Fast 5 will rock bottom Cena. Well, that's all for this week. Hope everyone enjoys Mania. White Alchemist ending transmission. Mike, I know you're listening to this. Never do that again.
Wow.
Can you just use like real names? I mean, they're dumb enough to begin with, and then you're gonna throw in nicknames that Stradukison.
Yeah,
I can't tell if he's talking about a different promotion or if I'm
rusty.
wrong.
He's rusty because he hasn't sent emails in that much anymore. He used to do this all the time. That's what I'm kicking at.
All right.
It sounds like some of these sound like people from AON.
Yo, Manchild. Yo, I fully believe the Manchild would get over with beating John Cena.
Manchild's going to WrestleMania.
Manchild will end the streak.
Hell yeah!
Wow, I don't ever want to read that again.
All right, we got
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich. Yes. All right, what we got here? Oh God.
We also
I
have
got
a
the
Riz
Riz
mail.
We got Riz mail. Riz, I was in your neighborhood
I got the
just
Riz.
yesterday, man. You got that there, LB?
I do.
Go for it.
WMS. There was an
It
ellipsis.
was ...
WrestleMania. Michael Cole calling Michael Cole names. Blah, blah, blah. Dixie Carter. That's the one I want to talk about tonight. Don't ask why. Just go with me here. So, Twitter just found out that Miss Dixie Carter photoshopped a Twitter verified mark in the background of her page, and the page got suspended. So it got me thinking, what other background pictures would be suitable for a suspension from the place that we all love in 40 characters? Number 5. A picture of her pulling a passed out Kurt Angle to the driver's seat on the North Dakota highway before the cops came. Number 4. A picture of TNA's production staff taking a big shit in the palm of their hands and throwing it at a board to see which one's the longest. Number 3. Excuse me.
That was a great one. Number 2.
Number 3. A employee of the month wall with Vince Russo in each month, throwing a finger and smiling. Number 2. A screenshot of her and Surge's sex tape, night vision style. Good luck trying to sleep.
Like
Number
raccoons. Like raccoons.
Yeah.
Rakins.
Number 1, former TNA champion Jeff Hardy doing crack off a dead hooker sickle. Don't know how much it takes to get a verification from Twitter, but I believe even the wrongest, not a word, minds would tell you that photoshopping a verification sticker on your Twitter account is the dumbest fucking thing I've all week. Until next time, talking about TNA, so we can continue the WrestleMania discussion uninterrupted. Riz.
So, I'm not an expert or anything, which is why I'm going to ask this question.
Yes.
Oh God.
How do you do crack off of a hooker?
Well,
that would.
I mean, I'm not an expert in smoking crack.
That would.
No, he said hooker sickle. You kind of have to like suck it, like put it in her ass and through the vagina and.
From what I understand,
I don't believe that's how. I don't believe that's how the anatomy in that part of the body works. I could be
I don't
wrong.
think there's a connection between the two, but
No. They share a
whatever, I listen
muscular
to
skin
Papa
wall there, but they share a wall. It's like an apartment, really.
Oh man!
It's like an apartment where babies and poop are made.
Exactly. Babies have shitty neighbors. Anything else?
I'm pretty sure smoking crack out of a hooker sickle will burn the hooker.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna melt the hooker.
What? Do you think Jeff Hardy cares?
Bad hooker etiquette.
It is. I forgot he was there, and he brought up a very good point.
It's terrible hooker etiquette.
It is
etiquette.
It's yes. Moving on.
We do have some voice. I think I got all the fan mail here. We do have a voicemail.
Nope. There's another email that you sent us.
That I sent us?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Where is it?
I have it right here.
What is it?
It's a tweet.
It's a tweet that I found.
What did I send you?
What did I send us?
It says TNA is coming to Erie, PA. We'd rather drive 4.5 hours to Cleveland.
Oh, wait. This is for later. Okay.
That's for later.
That's for later. We'll get to that.
Hey, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, that's.
There is a voicemail from some number.
From the Mad Mike.
All right. No, it's not from Mad Mike.
Okay.
I don't have audio on this computer.
Is it me?
Oh, no. No.
Is it from me?
Sorry.
Yes.
Don't play that one. Are we going to really play that one?
Which one?
The one with the numbers.
Oh,
One with the numbers?
The one from 2:53 p.m.
2:53 p.m.
Is that the one you're talking
I
about?
have no clue what's happening.
I don't know. We gotta stop speaking in code while I load up this other email. Also, we did get a big freaky voicemail about a half hour before showtime. So I'm not sure what it is. If it's good, I'll throw it at the end of the show.
That is the time to send them in. If you can send them in a half hour or even like 10 minutes right before we start the show, that will ensure that we will play them.
We need to make clear that we're not just we'll figure out a system for this. We have to. So we're not able to do it here live on the show, is what I'm trying to say.
What? What can't we do live on the show?
Voicemails that just came in like before the show.
I thought you were talking about crack off.
Yeah, I was.
No, not the crack either. Not the crack either. So
can I do coke live on the show?
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the iPad makes a great coke mirror. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
That's the way to think about it.
Okay, Chachi.
What? It's a flat glass surface, I'm pretty sure. That's all that's required.
You're really wrapping your head around this.
I mean, you're really getting into this whole drug thing.
Hey,
yeah.
Riz started it.
Well, you should
on this whole drug
you shouldn't finish
You
it.
are on top of it. All right, here we go. Here's a voicemail I got queued up.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Sorgatron. It's your favorite non-Hall of Famer, but star of WWE All-Stars, the Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah. And Sorg, Wrestle Fan didn't try to contact me, yeah, but I saw your little video and I completely forgot that it was your birthday last week, yeah. You see, the Macho Man was a little coked out, but you know, the Macho Man's got something special for his favorite Sorgatron. Hold on. Hey, Dusty, you ready? Oh, yeah, baby. Hello, Sorgatron. It's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the Hall of Famer, and the father to the greatest superstar of all
Dusty
time.
sounds Italian.
No longer gas in Cody Rhodes. And we just wanted to say happy birthday to you, Sorgatron. Yeah, definitely, Sorg. Happy birthday, man. Live it up. Your 30s are gonna be great. I mean, look at the Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, I had a little Miss Madness going on. Yeah, in my 30s. Yeah, and just because you know you hit the big 3-0 doesn't mean you can't be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, baby.
You have to have a bad promotion to do that.
American Dream. Let me tell you, when I was in my 30s and 40s, I was hanging and banging with Sweet Sapphire, and that was a brilliant time. Like, excuse me. Oh, hey, hold on, what's going on? My name is Wade Barrett, and I'm sure Sorgatron wants a birthday greeting from the new Intercontinental Champion. So happy birthday, Sorgatron, because you're either Mayhem, or you'll never be seen again.
Wow.
Why is he wasting this on the radio? This is gold for the stage.
Alright then.
Wow.
You know, we're gonna take care of this guy and beat the shit out of him. But I have a great show.
There you go. There's from the voice.
Okay.
I bet Macho Man smoked crack up a hooker sickle.
Wait. I think he did all of the crack. Like I'm pretty sure there's a worldwide shortage on crack now.
Yo, that's a lot of crack.
Because of that voicemail.
I wanted all three to speak at one time.
Wow.
Sing to us.
Yeah, can we get all three of them singing "Happy Birthday" to Sorg
while drinking water? If you want to drop some gold like that, 412-206-WMS0 or goodtimeswrestlingmayhemshow.com. Let's get into the Indie Minute. Whoa! Let's get into Indie Minute. WrestleFan What's going on in the world of indies?
Well, what's going on? One of the things that we mentioned last
That's
week.
exactly what I asked.
What's going on? But no, we talked last week. Shimmer had their tapings for their DVDs for I believe volumes 37 to 40. This past weekend in Illinois, Berwyn Eagles Club. The biggest news to come from is the fact that they crowned new tag team champions twice. On I believe the second night, or I believe on the second show taping, Japanese stars Hiroyo Matsumoto and Masaki Ohata beat the Canadian Ninjas of Portia Perez and Nicole Matthews to win the Shimmer tag team titles. Great win for them. And however, on the next night at the Shimmer Volume 40 taping, they would lose the tag titles to the team of Tomoka Nakagawa and Daisy Hayes. So they are the new Shimmer.
I love
tag team
Tomoka Nakagawa.
Can I say something about Shimmer real quick here?
Sure.
They may need to learn how to use Twitter and hashtags properly. Their hashtag this whole weekend, because I saw Lagana tweeting about it like crazy.
Yeah.
Their hashtag that they were using to talk about Shimmer was hashtag Shim.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah. And I looked at
Somebody's
that and I went,
mildly uninformed at that office.
I think being Lagana's pretty big into social media, he should probably inform them.
he should have probably caught it.
Yeah.
I'm stunned that he didn't see
Actually,
use
I'm willing to
hashtag
bet he
Shim.
knew about it and was laughing.
Shim. No, but and then it was announced from those tapings that the Shimmer tag titles will be defended in Ring of Honor when they have their shows in Atlanta, the big pay-per-views. On the second night, Daisy Hayes and Tomoka Nakagawa will defend the Shimmer tag titles against Hiroyu Matsumoto and Ayumi Kurihara in Atlanta, Georgia, on night 2 of Honor Takes Center Stage during WrestleMania weekend. So if you want tickets to that, go to ROHWrestling.com and also go to shimmerwrestling.blogspot.com to get everything Shimmer.
Kind of an aside and a demonstration of how bad that is. When you search hashtag Shim, the first thing I see is RT, She's Got Game. Brittany Griner is OD, ain't no way she was born a female. Hashtag Shim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds hot. I'm gonna start following that person.
I'm not trying to belittle what Shimmer's trying to do. They were trying
It's great stuff. It's great stuff.
Yeah. You might need to check that hashtag and see who else has been tweeting using that hashtag. It's not like you get to use it exclusively.
You do a quick check before you're like, that's our hashtag.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. All right, WrestleFan, what else we got?
Well, also speaking about women's wrestling, we brought up a couple weeks on the show, sort of a dream match story going on for Remix Pro Wrestling in Marietta, Ohio. It was going to be TNA Knockout Mickie James taking on a friend of the show, Sarah Del Rey, in a dream women's match. However, Mickie James suffered a shoulder injury at a TNA house show, and she has been removed from the match. She will be, I'm told she will be replaced by TNA Knockouts champion Madison Rayne. But if you do want to check out that event still, you can go to remixprowrestling.com. Hopefully, they will maybe be able to book that match again in the future. So definitely, go check them out and see what they're all about. Also, I think, Sword, you put this in the discussion thread. Dragon Gate USA and Evolve, both run by Gabe Sapolsky, former writer for Ring of Honor. He did iPay-per-views that are coming out with. Well, Dragon Gate has been doing iPay-per-views for a little while, but Evolve is now starting onto the iPay-per-views. I was told in the summit that they're going to a different iPay-per-view site.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any more about that?
I'm trying to look it back up here. It's interesting, to see this kind of expanding. And actually, on top of that, I saw JCW Juggalo Championship Wrestling also had a $5 iPay-per-view over this past weekend. It had like Raven.
Really?
Raven, Sabu, stuff like that. It came really left field. Like I still get the newsletters for like Psychopathic Records, and the first I heard about it was like late last week, and the way the ad was, it looked like a pay-per-view. They're not calling it an iPay-per-view, so I think there was a little bit of confusion there. I wonder how they did with that. But
I did look it up. I believe the website is wwnlive.com.
Mm-hmm. I went to it. You go to the thing. It shows the match cards, the prospective match cards for the next Dragon and Evolve Wrestling. But there's no prices that I found yet. Are you there? Are you?
I did not see the. I did not see the look at the prices. I do see that if for at least the new Dragon Gate event on April 2nd, if you buy the iPay-per-view, you can get $5 off on the DVD for the event.
That's cool.
But no, I don't see any prices here.
Yeah, and Dragon Gate's another one that they've been on regular pay-per-view. So they've, much like Ring of Honor, they've been on the normal run-of-the-mill pay-per-view, and I know it's cost prohibitive for a lot of these guys. But what do you guys think of this makes it more accessible for people to be able to check it out, and not have to wait for DVDs or travel for them. Actually, be able to experience it like we do a live show. More to that extent. I know WrestleFan, you're probably the only one here that's experienced one of these in person.
I think it'll be interesting. I also find it interesting with the fact that the whole new website that there would be some competition that may go on between different outlets to try to get these pay-per-views. We'll obviously have to wait and see if that unfolds, but I definitely think it's very interesting. But definitely go check it out. Definitely support these indie groups by buying their iPay-per-views. They're great events. I'm looking at the Evolve card. You can see on April 19th when they have their show, you can see people like friends of the show Johnny Gargano, friends of the show Michael Facade and Jason Gorey. Shima Zion as well was booked for that card. If you want, I would definitely go support Dragon Gate as well as Evolve,
good stuff.
as well as any indie company that's doing iPay-per-views. Definitely go check them out. It's rightfully deserved, and I think you will definitely get your money's worth.
I actually did find information on Dragon Gate's site under iPay-per-view on the left there. They will be $14.99, like you were mentioning.
Right, it's around the same price as that.
Yeah. Which I think that's like a fraction of what you're paying for WWE. It will be
definitely
available anytime on demand for the next 30 days. After that, and you get that with your $14.99. You're able to watch it within 30 days as many times as you want. It looks like, and they said $5 off the DVD of the event. I think that's great. I
also find it kind of interesting that when I'm looking at the upcoming events. Dragon Gate is going to start doing some of the events are like 2 days or 1 day in between each other. So I think it would be interesting to see how that happens. I know Ring of Honor is upcoming event in April. They're going to stream them back to back for WrestleMania weekend, April 1st and April 2nd, 2 different shows. So it'll be interesting to see if companies like Dragon Gate, Evolve, and ROH start going just straight to iPay-per-views, or see what will happen.
And it's a great way for them to tap into that market that where we're looking for something new, and we're very internet savvy. Right. Those are the big hardcore wrestling fans out there. I don't know, something like a Dragon Gate or a Ring of Honor is not going to be your regular John Cena kid we were talking about last week. Really getting into that probably. But
they'll definitely be marketing to a completely different audience.
This is more for, I guess we can call it the mature wrestling audience these days. Because let's face it, both of the big two are very immature as far as things go in wrestling right now. But
true, yes. But
that's great to be able to access this and see what's going on. Pretty much this looks like the best of the indies, the best of foreign wrestling coming over here with Dragon Gate especially. Just being showcased online and easy and accessible because, hey, the kids are going to put it on YouTube and download the torrents anyway.
The
kids. I'm 30. I can call anybody a kid now. Fuck you. Speaking of checking out cool new thing. Do you got anything else there, WrestleFan, before I move on?
Well, the only thing just to mention with that, go to wwnlive.com if you do want to buy those pay-per-views. Go check them out. That's all I have this week for indie wrestling, but I know that we may have a little bit more information to come with a little special guest that we have on our show.
Bobby F. J. Town has been in the chat room for weeks now, preaching the values and the greatness of AON out his way in I guess you're more middle Pennsylvania there.
Yeah.
I worry, we run down these cards, in your emails a little bit, and really, its names nobody really knows, to be, quite honest, and we need to give them a reason other than man-child, although maybe that's reason enough.
Man-child is reason enough.
Probably.
Fuck yeah.
Man-child's reason for the AON season.
we want to hear it, like, directly from somebody that's checking it out, about AON. Why is it, why are you putting it over so much? What's the big deal out there your way?
It's all we have in Johnstown. No, I'm just kidding. I was flipping through TV stations, local ones, and I come across this wrestling show, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know we had local wrestling in Johnstown. Mm-hmm. And I actually started watching it, and at first I was like, wow, this is kind of weird. But it actually became good, and like the games are getting better each week. There's a lot of really good wrestlers they have. Black Lightning, as we've talked about on the show. Man-child.
In my pants.
Bam Bam Hassel. The Hassel Brothers tag team. Not Hassel Brothers, Hasslers.
I see.
There's tons more. Colin Blair, who's my favorite. He's a British guy. He sings London Bridges when he's beating people up on the side of the ring. Like with each hit, it's London Bridges falling down. It's pretty cool. And he has a move called the London Eye, which he flips over the rope into the ring like a Ferris wheel. Kind of like a 450 splash, maybe. It's pretty neat. But yeah, AON was, I was flipping through and I saw it and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And I'm a big fan now.
I was gonna say everybody can check out some DVDs, but there's apparently a 404 page in their store. So I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, they need to fix their store. But
there's plenty.
This week on AON, one of the main characters died. He was murdered.
Wow!
All right, I think I'm sold.
49% owner of the broker was in the bathroom, and he looked all paranoid, and he's looking around. All of a sudden, there's this guy comes in a hood with, like, BMX biker gloves, grabs his neck, and chokes him.
While on the toilet. Wow.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Black Lightning walks in, and he's like, yo, broker, get up. And he's like, oh, I gotta call the police. So he exits real fast, and that's how the show opens this week.
And that's just like, the opening.
That's how it opens, not how it ends. How it opens.
Yeah, that's how it opens. And they had a wake for him at one of the shows. They had his ashes in an urn.
Wow.
The one guy dropped them. It was pretty comical.
Oh, wow.
C4, actually, the one that actually got a WWE tryout or whatever. I didn't see him on Raw. I might have missed him. I don't know. They said he was on Raw, though.
I missed,
or he was at the event.
I missed everybody recognizable at Raw this past time.
Yeah, they didn't have... He may have had a tryout, but it might have been during the day, because the dark matches were all people we knew. There was There wasn't any, local jobber.
I know some of the locals, like the security guards they used, some of them were, like, Calvin McGrath, who was just signed to FCW. That wrestles around here.
I didn't see him as a guard or anything, either.
Ryan Mitchell, I think, stood in the hallway or something. So, I mean, they were around, so... excellent. Anything else we should look forward to for trying to check out AON? I see they have a YouTube. I know you sent me a couple things there.
They have a YouTube account. I think it's AON or youtube.com/AON Wrestling. And there's also another account. Maybe I'll send you an email with that account. I can't remember what it's called right now, but they're starting to actually upload full episodes of the rundown.
Excellent. I noticed a lot doing that. Pro Wrestling Ohio was actually starting to upload their episodes to YouTube as well, which is great for, those of us like in the Pittsburgh area or abroad, and we can say, hey, go check this out. Here it is. And they show stuff like from the Resolution show I've been talking about, like what we talked about with Johnny Gargano last week. So I think that's really great for indies like that.
Yeah. Tess Edison, the president of AON, his niece is being held captive by the cartel right now.
Wow.
I think Sorg mentioned that last week on the show. When was wrestling when there wasn't kidnapping?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's realism right there, right? Fantastic. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. We'll finish you off here.
Okay, they had a 2% owners match in AON
What the hell?
for control of 2% to make one decision for that week. It was Tess Edison versus Alex O'Norway. And
shit.
Alex O'Norway jumped off of a milk crate and splashed Tess Edison, which Mike Edwards, the Michael Cole of AON, said he claimed that Tess Edison had kidney stones passed because of the move. But Tess ended up winning the match anyways.
Because you can pass kidney stones and still win a fight.
Yeah.
That is what we learned this week in wrestling.
Fantastic.
And in bigger news, Justin Starr, they showed the match where he actually became AON heavyweight champion. He jumped off of a ladder onto two steel chairs holding up a door that Randall Fairway, the current champion, was laying on. Crashed through it to become the heavyweight championship in a Flood City street fight. AJ, you'll appreciate that.
Go ahead. The Flood City street fight.
Yeah.
There's a flood app on the J phone. Never mind. Nobody gets that joke.
What?
Bobby has a phone. He calls it the J phone.
The Johnstown Flood, are we talking about?
Yeah, the Johnstown
here?
Flood.
Okay,
Yeah, the Flood City street fight.
Okay, yeah.
That's
For those that are nowhere near this area, that's the legendary flood that wiped out the town, right?
Wiped out most of Johnstown.
Yeah.
That's very sad, but it's all we're known for.
But now it's a wrestling gimmick, so everything's okay.
Everything's A-okay. By the way, we're still paying for that.
Like us as taxpayers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Alcohol tax goes to
tax, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the alcohol tax that we pay in the state of Pennsylvania. It goes to repairing Johnstown.
I thought it went to the Port Authority.
Nope. Oh no, that's the pour tax. That's the drink tax. Like when you actually go to a restaurant and you get a drink.
Really?
That goes to the Port Authority. But there's like a regular one if you buy a case of beer that goes to repairing Johnstown. And if you've been to Johnstown recently, your money's not getting spent very well.
Wow.
You know what I say about that? You know what I say about that, though?
Huh?
Thanks. You know what I say about that? Thanks.
Wow, now that we're depressed.
I'm buying my beer in Ohio.
Another show. Yeah, that's right. Cross the border. Get your beer. He's got a thumbs up. I missed the thumbs up, I think.
It didn't quite work.
Oh, no. Fantastic. Well, I think we covered a lot of indies. You can't say we're not covering indies.
Right.
No, we cover indies.
We pull it out. Johnstown.
Outies.
We pull it out.
Blood tattered Johnstown. Yeah. We got it. And finally, we got this full story on AON. If there's something in your neighborhood you want us to check out, especially if they're on YouTube, especially if they're selling DVDs that we can be like, hey, go check it out. There's an opportunity here. Hit us up on email and everything. We'll be sure to, hey, we'll bring you on like we brought on Bobby to tell us just what the fuck is going on in Johnstown and wrestling. Now you know. Floods. There's floods. Send help. Fantastic.
Everybody in Johnstown is required to learn how to swim by the age of 4.
Just in case.
One more thing.
Yeah.
The show that you guys should come to is actually, it takes place Thunder in the Valley weekend, which is like a pretty big motorcycle rally in Johnstown.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh,
and they have a thing called the Thunder Cup.
Oh.
That's what I like to call my underwear.
It's a tournament. It's actually a pretty good tournament, so I think you guys should all come to Johnstown for that.
We'll have to look that up. Maybe we'll do a Mayhem Show road trip. Never know.
I think you should. I think you should take the mega bus.
Take the mega bus. I don't know if we get to go to Johnstown.
Does the mega bus go to Johnstown?
I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Can we get it to stop on the way to Harrisburg?
I think. There you go. All right, guys. So we got plenty to come. We have plenty of gold this week. So please, here's a little preview. We'll be right back.
The best part is that it was picked up by MTV2 UK.
Can I also throw it out there that the one like Ranger has like emo hair as part of his friggin' helmet?
One of them,
awesome.
Just like on the case of what Jimmy DeMarco sends me on a daily basis, I got one today.
Hey,
I've seen more penis than I ever want to see on my phone. Wait, show the camera what you just did.
I kind of extended the microphone a bit too long.
Fix that. That. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, Wrestling Mayhem Show, and we have a teddy bear.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, if you're not on video, you are missing out.
That is the best ever.
Oh my god.
Dear teddy bear, what do you... Oh my god, it moves. It moves, and that's creepy.
His mouth moves too. As he
oh my god.
Godless killing machine.
Mouth didn't move.
That is messed up. All right.
So, teddy bear, what do you think of John Cena? Oh, and then there's WrestleFan, who's the same thing.
Wow.
John Cena. He's my best friend.
Why does he look so stoned?
Yo, he's high off of hostile loyalty and respect.
Riz is right. I may not sleep tonight.
Sheen.
Yo,
in fear of that teddy bear.
Yo, that teddy bear is gonna see you in your dreams when it's raping you. Oh, it's a panda! Oh god, it's a panda!
Oh man, we're gonna die.
Yo, dear HP, you might have the greatest software of all time.
That panda is gonna eat our souls.
I'm scared.
Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot of wrestling news. If we could try to, unless we want to start talking.
All right,
about
it's WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania week.
It's goddamn WrestleMania week. God, I'm excited.
You have.
Before we get into the joy of WrestleMania,
do we have to delve in the?
All right. Well, first of all, that tweet from earlier. Wait. First, that tweet from earlier. Let's before your announcement. I mean, the boycott is going on. Okay,
the boycott is
the boycott of TNA. We're not going to support their good house shows because of their bad pay-per-views. And where was that tweet? Who's got that tweet?
Chachi had it.
Oh, I don't.
Can I paraphrase it? Because I kind of remember it.
There was some. They're saying driving to Cleveland for AIW was better than
going to Erie for TNA.
That's right, for a TNA house show
at the Tulio Arena.
Which
is a great arena, by the way.
The Tulio
if you like really, really bad nachos and like a quarter of the arena not being there because they decided to put in 3 party suites. And by party suites, I mean like small office areas that you could put balloons in. It's bad.
That balloons do not equate parties.
No.
It sounds like I went up to Erie once for the Blue WD Eiffel 65 at the Warner Theater. Oh yeah.
The Warner Theater.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're 10.
Way before your time.
WrestleMania.
Oh, and I want to throw it out. Jilly Bean Jab was who tweeted that out. So, and it was retweeted by one facade.
Jilly Bean Jab also, I think, won like a Twitter contest for Dragon Gate also.
Oh, she's all
just
over
a side
place.
note. I think she won like a DVD or something.
Nice. Go Jilly Bean Jab. You just got a shout on the Mayhem show.
I just reminded her because she has the best Twitter name ever.
Hey, WrestleFan.
WrestleFans in love.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Cookie girl.
No, wait, no. If you know from the Gold, I'm in love with Marley Matlin.
He's gone from cookies to candy.
Nobody knows who that is.
No idea. Moving on.
Go to bed, WrestleFan.
LB, you keep saying you have this announcement.
I do. I have a huge announcement, Sorg.
You've been sending me all these tweets all week. An exclamation point. It's been. You're excited. What's going on?
That's right. Exclamation point. That's exactly right. Sorg, it's unfortunate that just as I have stepped into the light, you have brought about this darkness in your life, because I understand now. I get it. It's like seeing Jar Jar Binks in HD. Suddenly it's all clear.
No, it's not.
What?
It all makes sense to me, Sorg.
All right.
TNA is the greatest wrestling promotion ever made.
Wow.
It all makes sense to me. No, that's not true. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But in all honesty, I'm conducting an experiment.
All right.
The TNA Impact spoilers came out. I did not read them. I usually do, just to see, what crazy shenanigans these guys are up to this week. But no.
Shenanigans.
Now, I'm going to conduct an experiment. I'm going to give TNA a fair try. I'm going to ignore all the terrible stuff that they've done in the past, all the things that pissed me off, all of that. I'm going to give them a fair shot. I'm going to watch their product probably streaming on Spike. I am going to watch their pay-per-views at my homeboy Justin's place. And I am starting all this by going to the house show that they are having April 9th here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Where is this house show?
You said this was a good announcement.
Ross Razor, I
They
You
rebuilt
said it was good.
Yeah,
I said
it.
I was changing
Yeah.
the face of wrestling, not say it was good.
Well,
I want to give them a shot, a fair, clean slate. Let's see what
So
happens.
you're giving them a week?
I want to give them a shot, and by that I mean I want to take a gun and I want to go and shoot him in the back of the head.
Well, no, this is something that I did, and I talked with Sorg about this a long, long time ago. I think it was like a year or two ago, where I gave up wrestling blogs. I was sick of reading spoilers and news stories.
Don't
and,
do it. It
who's
ruins
coming
everything.
back? No,
I agree.
fuck them.
Yeah.
They're done. I don't read them anymore. Occasionally, I'll catch like a story that like Dixie Carter's Twitter account got suspended.
Yeah.
Like I saw that because it got retweeted by somebody I follow who likes wrestling. But that's not something that I'm going out and actively looking for because it ruins the product. I know when things are going to happen.
Right.
And it's not a surprise. It's not like I didn't know The Rock was coming back. The only reason I knew The Rock was even sort of kind of rumored to come back is because I was on this very show the week before, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Rock is going to be the guest host." It was Mad Mike who said it. So thanks for ruining that, Mike.
But to be fair, that a lot of that was advertised. Like a lot of that was very open.
Really?
In interviews advertised. As far as The Rock coming in and doing something,
But they like the
wasn't it?
week before.
No,
Vince
actually,
McMahon
no.
came back
You're
and
wrong.
said they're going to do. I'm
No,
going to come
no.
back and announce
Rock-
who's going to be the.
Rock was a surprise.
Yeah, the Rock.
I
was a
didn't know.
surprise.
I didn't know Rock was a surprise.
Right, and I was like, okay, so who's going to be this guest host? And then the Rock music hit, and my 13-year-old inner child lost its shit.
There's a lot of speculation, much like there's speculation about the Undertaker coming back was going to be Sting, but the Rock and the Rock thing was a dead. I think there might have been rumors, and he was one of the guys, and a lot of people poo-pooed it. And
Because people were like, no,
Yeah.
no way The Rock comes back. But that's the sort of thing, like, if you read the spoilers and you read all these wrestling blogs, they will ruin any product for you. They ruined the WWE for me for a while.
I've never read.
And once you get away from the wrestling blogs and you don't...
Chachi's never read anything.
No, Chachi doesn't actually know how to read.
Yeah.
This Android phone he has, all pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how
It's
he
like
tweets? He
it's
just
like that
said-
thing they give gorillas to teach them sign language.
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. My letters are replaced with pictures, and I just click on the picture that I like at that
I
time.
like how you're sliding down into the couch as we go here.
I'm getting comfy.
But yeah, that's the sort of thing, like reading wrestling.
Chachi's-
Getting sexy up in here.
Wrestling blogs just will ruin a product. It will ruin any product, regardless of how
Absolutely.
good or bad it is.
Well, now listen. The point of my experiment, it's not. Trust me, TNA was ruined for me not because of reading the rest.
No,
of it.
yeah.
It was ruined because of
TNA
everything
ruined
that
it
they
for me
did.
by things that they did.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
But I really want to try something different here. I want to give them this shot, and I'm going to give them about a month, probably around the end of April, and we'll see how I feel at that point. And then I'll come on. I'll give them a month end view, and we'll decide whether I would like to keep TNA on as my wrestling product, or I'm gonna have to let it go.
Yeah.
It's their quarterly review, let's say.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
So we're actually Lunchbox is actually we're gonna do a whole study about this. Freaky. That way you can't yell at him on voicemails about not liking the product for not watching it.
yeah. Give it a fair chance. I've fallen away off the boat as far as it goes, and I don't read spoilers. I get mad when WrestleFan and Mad Mike tossed to my way. WrestleFan, you said stopped. You stopped.
I stopped for a while, and I stopped when I did stop. I stopped at a pretty good period for TNA.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was just like,
And you liked it for a bit. Now it's just, we're watching the show live and not digging it. Like it's
I'm just like
it's a lot of the problems, And we Wrestle fans.
I was to a point where I started to care again, and I didn't read the spoilers, and I was happy that I didn't. But now it's kind of just like it doesn't really. They don't like what they do doesn't matter to me anymore, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So I don't feel any bad for reading
that's the exact same point that I was at.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bash it because I just didn't care anymore. There was no interest. Nothing they could do surprised me. And I think that's a good point.
I've committed to not reading SmackDown spoilers and not anything like anything else related. But as far as TNA goes, it's just the fact like it doesn't faze me because it's like I really don't have a vested interest anymore.
Well,
every time
go ahead, Bobby.
Every time I turned TNA on, it was somebody else was turning heel or face, and it was always different every week. Like you couldn't follow it. Very difficult.
I think that the WWE does a pretty good job. I mean, there's been that rumor that. Or this desire from the internet smart community that's seen it turn heel at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be stupid.
But obviously it's dumb from an overall standpoint that it's dumb because WWE sells a crapload of merchandise to 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
But the entire idea is that you keep these guys one way or another for a long period of time, so that when they do make that turn, it's completely out of the cold blue.
Basically, you do it when it seems that you've gotten as much juice as possible out of them as, like, a face. Right. Like, how long was it before Stone Cold went, like, a complete heel?
Yeah.
It was years of him on top. Maybe they felt he was getting stale with his act, and then they turned him heel. Obviously, it didn't work. Nobody really liked it. He didn't like it.
Well, because then they made him a comedy act.
Oh, is that too?
They turned
that
him
didn't
into a
help.
singing...
It was a really bad time with very convoluted ideas. But still, Cena...
I've gotten over the fact of seeing Cena heel. It wouldn't be beneficial at all to the company. Like, for the matter of fact, I thought it was good. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You keep cutting out.
That's okay, but it's like when TNA turned Jeff Hardy face, or turned Jeff Hardy heel. It seemed like, oh, okay, this is something different. But it wasn't executed well because the fans were cheering him no matter what. No matter how many times he tried to fake throw his t-shirt into the crowd. It's like, whether you like Jeff Hardy or hate Jeff Hardy, and trust me, I hate Jeff Hardy. He is popular. So, and he has a large fan base for whatever reason, for whatever stuff he does. Shocks me, but still, that's what, he has a large fan base.
And I think we're past the point where needing to turn face or heel is really needed. Because, I mean, you had Randy Orton was being cheered long before he kind of went face, and he's still kind of a bastard. Miz is getting cheered as a heel. Cena's getting booed as a face. I
think that's
CM Punk's getting cheered as a face.
Exactly.
Cheered as a heel.
I think that's the same people, though,
or at least
that are like us.
night.
Yeah.
That are, that we recognize. The people who are cheering those sorts of people are the people who are recognizing that sort of performance.
Right. Yeah.
CM Punk, I cheer CM Punk every time because the guy comes out and puts on a show. Whether you want to punch him in the face at the end of the night.
Yeah.
That's the idea. That's the idea behind being.
It's kind of the thing. Like, I don't mean to throw him under the bus, but I was chatting with Riz like earlier in the week, and I forgot what it was, but he mentioned to the point like, why do you not love what Michael Cole is doing? And I'm like, because he's a heel. That's kind of the point.
I mean, I want to take a step back here and throw out the two guys who are getting the absolute most heat, or the two people getting the most heat in the WWE: Vicky Guerrero and Michael Cole.
Non-wrestlers.
Complete non-wrestlers. In any way, shape, or form. And those two are able to develop the kind of heat that some wrestlers could only aspire to get. I mean, you get like
especially Vicky.
Vicky comes out and says, "Excuse me," once, and gets the entire arena in a chorus of boos.
You were in Pittsburgh. Did you feel a complete hate for
she
that
didn't
woman?
even say, "Excuse me."
She just walked out. It's like, oh.
I think that's what we mentioned before in the show. She doesn't need theme music. Her theme music is everyone booing her.
What the fuck?
Bobby, I love your I love that HP software. I gotta be honest.
Holy shit!
It's a little piggy.
I look up and there's a pig.
Can we just have Vicky Guerrero speak today? Oh, winks.
I kind of want to throw a bird at it.
Oh my god! For those of you who don't tune in on Tuesday nights,
or the video,
or watch the video feed of this, yes, on YouTube. You should, because this week's show features a lot of special effects.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Thanks to Bobby of J-Town.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing that you can't buy.
No, you can't make it. You can't manufacture it with a Tough Enough or an NXT or FCW.
You can't. You have to teach. You can be taught how to generate heat, but you're going to do the same thing every time. Vicky Guerrero says, "Excuse me." That's not in the rule book anywhere on how to be a heel.
Yeah. What I used to say, Eddie Guerrero is having a ball in heaven watching his woman get that kind of heat.
That's Latina heat.
That's it. Exactly.
That is insane.
You can tell just by looking at her that she's loving the role that she's in.
Oh yeah.
Michael Cole is putting in work. I mean, I'll be honest. He is carrying that storyline.
Oh yeah.
The segment.
No, I think you can give a lot to Jerry because Jerry's old school. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows how to. He knows to fall back and let Cole berate him, and then when it comes down to WrestleMania, that match is going to be almost a squash match.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be. It can't be anything other. Again, we've watched too much. We know what's going to happen.
Although I will say this, can I add to the John Cena kid story?
Okay, yeah. For those that didn't listen last week,
for those who didn't listen last week, and shame on you.
Short version.
Shame on you. So, as I was at the Raw show, there was a kid sitting behind me. He's in a John Cena t-shirt. He's with his parents. They paid a sum of money for him to sit there. John Cena does a little video thing where he's quote unquote at home. And he says he's not going to be there. And I turn around and look at this kid, and this kid's maybe 8 years old, and he is just struck by just sadness, like someone kicked a puppy right in front of him, and that
puppy was John Cena.
He's mad the entire show. He could have given a crap about anybody else on that show.
Yep.
He's sad. His parents are literally trying to calm him down. Like at one point, I remember his mom going, "Well, it's okay. They'll come back to Pittsburgh like some other time, and John Cena will be here. It'll be okay." She is literally trying to calm this kid down.
Sounded like a South Park character.
It really did. But this kid is literally ready to rip the seat out from under him. And he, eventually John Cena comes back on after the really dumb Miz belt thing. Mm-hmm. And,
you didn't love that?
No, I didn't. I thought it was dumb.
We'll get to that.
But he comes out and he's got the, John Cena comes back up on the screen and the guy in the Penguins jersey moves the things out and he's in the back. I turn around and look at this kid, and seriously, this kid, it must have been like Christmas and Santa Claus is there and he's just throwing presents to the kid. I don't know what's going on, but this kid has lost his shit.
I just see Santa whipping a bike at this kid.
Yeah, Santa's got like a Huffy bike and he's just throwing it over his shoulder at the kid. The kid's catching it going, "It's bicycle time, yeah!" John Cena's at one point, I believe I said out of my mouth,
"It's bicycle time." Like you said this, it was Santa Claus shooting bottle rockets out of his ass.
Yeah, last week it was Santa Claus shooting bottle rockets out his ass. But like John Cena's walking towards the front, I was like, "Let's play the music and do this." And this kid's like, "Yeah, let's play the music. Let's go." But I don't know if anybody caught this. If you go back, if you still have the recording or you look on YouTube, if you find a good quality YouTube, go back and look at the Randy Orton Rey Mysterio match. When they swing
over here.
He is dying. It's bicycle time.
It's bicycle time.
No, I just keep picturing Santa's like this kid in the face with random crap.
Here's an iPad, bam! Oh man, you want a bicycle? Here you go.
It's like the worst hardcore match ever. Like at one point, I just had this image of Santa throwing Bobby F. J-Town as that bear.
Yeah. The bear getting thrown. But yeah. So if you pan at the beginning of the Randy Orton Rey Mysterio match, when Rey comes out, they pan the camera over the crowd. And I didn't catch this. I didn't notice that he did it. But like we saw the camera come like right over our heads, and then it like panned back. And I watched it. I watched it later on, and I noticed this kid jumps up on his chair and looks dead in the camera and goes like this. Hands up, open hands and everything going like this. Right in the camera, and I was like, okay, this kid's ready to go. And then John Cena comes out, and he lost his shit. And it was the best. And again, I can't hate John Cena. And John Cena then solidified my same points that I had last night, or that I had last week, last night during his promo with The Rock, where he said, yes, my audience is kids. And yes, hustle, loyalty, respect is my thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing. That's who I am. I'm not changing who I am. It doesn't matter what I listen to or what I do or where I grew up. That's who I am.
Yeah.
That, like Mad Mike said in his email, that was the best promo John Cena has ever done in his life, and he out-promoed The Rock. Which, that takes some doing. I mean, let's be honest. The Rock is a top 5 promo guy all time.
Oh yeah. Well, when he came back, he did a tremendous job.
Yeah,
you know, he got
that first
everybody
promo,
down with it. He tore people apart. He did The Rock doing The Rock's thing. You know.
Yeah, and I just couldn't. I last night, or actually today when I watched it, I couldn't get over how John Cena out-promoed The Rock, and he outbuilt that rivalry.
Yeah,
with The Rock, that was incredible.
I thought The Miz held his own too.
Yeah. The Miz walking into the ring and holding his own with The Rock and John Cena was amazing.
Shocked the hell out of me.
And I will agree with someone's tweet. Alex Riley had to be shitting his pants being in that ring.
Yeah.
He's in the ring with John Cena, The Miz, and The Rock.
Yeah.
The three of them.
And for him, and I think like Mad Mike mentioned in his email, for him to take the first shot on The Rock, I was like, whoa. Like, wow, I did not expect. I could see Miz like taking a shot in, but Alex Riley, like,
that's like a professional baseball player getting his first shot and then hunting down the fan that catches his first home run. Like, Alex Riley went home, framed that suit, and he'll never wear it again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sort of thing, but that's the sort of thing that The Rock brings to the table.
Right.
When we talked about, the wrestling blogs and that sort of stuff, nobody is going to turn out that sort of electricity like The Rock. He got that whole most electrifying man in sports entertainment title thing, gimmick, whatever. That's true.
For a reason.
Yeah.
That guy could turn up a crowd of however many like that. With the snap of his fingers, he can have people chanting Rocky, no problem. Which is incredible. Or Stone Cold doing the what. There are very few people who are capable of handling that. And I also like the giant Cena sucks chant in Chicago. And like he recognized
Chicago hates him.
Yeah.
They always have.
They hate him. Austin, Texas hates him. A lot of the hot cities that the WWE knows, like, we can go there, get an easy sellout crowd, and it's going to be crazy sounding on TV. They're all going to hate John Cena because John Cena doesn't fit that Attitude Era mold. Which is what a lot of those fans are there for. And John Cena came out and explained his whole gimmick, really. And I really appreciate that he came out and he's like, this isn't the same thing. You can't just come out and call people sons of bitches all the time.
John Cena broke the fourth wall last night.
He did.
He came out
the fourth
and
he's
like,
wall.
he's like, yes, kids are my fans.
That's my gimmick.
I pretend to be black, and we're cool with it.
Yeah, like people could chant Cena sucks at him all day long, and that just means that people actually recognize who he is.
Yes,
have seen enough of his work to generate an opinion.
Everyone can be like, yeah, he's right.
John Cena is doing his job.
Also, how many? I just want to throw this out there. How many moves did Hulk Hogan have?
4.
Yeah.
That's why I go back to it with the 5 moves of death. It's like, come on, have you watched a Hogan match?
Hogan has the leg drop.
Or even a Rock and Austin match for that matter.
Yeah. Rock had the DDT, the People's Elbow, the Rock Bottom. He
punched a lot.
Punches.
The special punch where he like spits in his hand and punches the guy over the rope. That was always a guarantee. Every wrestler has effectively 4 or 5 basic moves.
Right. And it's even worse looking back like the Hulk Hogan era. It was a lot worse. A lot of holds, a lot of, as far as that.
You know what? Bret Hart was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He was an incredible technical wrestler, but he still had those 4 or 5 moves that he always went back to.
Yeah.
Like Shawn Michaels, same thing.
I think that you get guys like Sin Cara and a lot of the luchadors that we started watching when we started watching WCW, where they had like 5-6 new moves every week.
Right.
That people were like, oh, that guy's a great wrestler because he's got 1 billion moves.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds. And then Jericho, the man of 1,006 holds.
Yes.
So,
he did name them all one night.
And he did name them. Or no, he came out and like said 10 of them every week.
Armbar.
Armbar takedown.
Armbar, yeah.
I miss Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko's still around. He's in the back now.
Yeah, he's around in the back.
Still miss him.
Yeah, I miss Dean Malenko too. He's one of my favorites of all time.
Oh yeah.
But those sorts of things, like,
I gotta throw it. I have a lot of wrestling games lying around. I never really got into a lot of them because they're ones I got, just kind of collected. I popped in WCW versus the World this morning.
Oh,
I was just like sitting there getting ready, and I saw it sitting
dude,
there.
that's the best fucking game.
how about
It's like you have like 10 WCW guys and like 30 guys from Japan and Mexico. It's
what was the one game? It was
WCW
WCW NWO Revenge for the N64.
It's in the box.
I know it's over there somewhere.
Yeah. We had it out for Chachi Plays. I wanted to break that out for Chachi Plays, man. Next year.
I will throw that out there. That the WWE All Stars is the new WCW NWO Revenge.
I think it's more than that. I think
it looks like it's one of those games where you you just beat the crap out of the guy for like 5 minutes and then you hit like the trigger. And it automatically throws the special move no matter where you are.
Has anyone had a chance to play this yet? They're showing demos there.
Riz said that.
I will say, can I just a note from the whole thing? I know that they weren't made by the same companies. The mechanics of the game, besides the whole like ridiculously crazy like finishing move shit, is a lot like the TNA Impact game.
Really, I haven't played the Impact game either.
How the kid like to kick out of a pin, like the whole toggling the stick or whatever to kick out of a pin. The whole punching system is pretty much the same.
Riz says it's exactly like WCW NWO,
which is one of my favorite games of all time.
It reminds me in style as a very, very updated version of. Do you remember the old WWF Superstars arcade cabinet?
Yeah, Big Boss Man.
Yeah,
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man.
I mean, that's what it feels. Rest in peace, Ray Trailer. But that's what it feels like if you took that, threw all the graphics horsepower behind it. I think that's what it feels like to me.
You know what it also feels like to me? NFL Blitz
for wrestling,
but with wrestling. The guys are huge, like way bigger than humans actually are.
Oh yeah.
And the, guys are getting bounced off their head 10 feet off.
A giant getting air. What's that, Bobby? Go ahead, Bobby.
I played the demo.
Yeah.
I picked that you can only choose from 2 wrestlers on the demo: Rey Mysterio and Ultimate Warrior. I chose all 6 times. I lost every single match.
Really?
It's hard.
Huh.
I thought it was hard.
Riz said that one of the achievements for this game is actually called 5 Moves of Doom.
Which is awesome because it's likely you have to use the same 5 moves in a match.
Yeah.
Or 3 matches.
Hulk Hogan achievement.
The Hulk Hogan achievement. The John Cena achievement.
Back to this.
Going back to Hulk Hogan's leg drop. How could that beat Yokozuna's leg drop?
Yeah, Yokozuna had a bowl of pudding for a thigh.
Yeah, that was Yokozuna's one move.
But
Chachi, go
going back to this promo last night, it just goes to show that WWE is actually paying attention.
Oh yes.
They broke
Somebody
out.
is.
Yeah, someone at WWE is like, hey, you know what? This formula's worked before. Let's do it with 2 people who are more popular now. because and it's been about, I don't know, 5 to 7 years
For Rock
versus Hulk
well,
Hogan.
were we just talking about this? We were talking about this right before we were recording tonight. Actually, when was the last time Rock was there?
Well, no, not just
No.
Rock. What I'm talking about is WWE went and picked someone out from the past that an older generation of wrestling
Brings
fans
them
love.
in. They do that a lot.
Yeah.
you
They
know.
do it every WrestleMania.
Right,
They bring in
they-
at least one guy.
What I'm talking about is they're taking a current hot star
Right.
Yeah.
that is huge with the kids.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan. John Cena.
Right.
The Hulk Hogan.
And they're bringing in a classic guy who is big with the older generation.
Or at least the old, like an older generation.
Yes.
It's not the oldest generation.
No.
And
The older.
I just put
Yes.
AJ. What are you doing?
The greatest generation.
I'm Gordy LaForge.
You Jordy LaForge. Okay. All right. Moving on. Back to you.
But
Josh.
yes, they're just doing what they know works. And this time I enjoy it a lot more. Because I don't like Hulk Hogan.
It's the same thing with Stone Cold, but they're really bringing Stone Cold back as that special ref just to get him into Tough Enough.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
to get people
yeah,
to watch
yeah.
Tough Enough. Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, Stone Cold's back.
I
It's
keep
time to
forgetting-
watch Tough Enough.
I keep forgetting Stone Cold's part of it.
Yes, he's the host.
I keep forgetting. No. Stone Cold's in that match. That referee.
Yeah, Stone Cold's
Yeah.
the special guest referee in
They
the Cole
they
Lawler
have
match.
barely touched on that. I
Yeah.
completely forgot all these weeks. I mean, that's how good the Cole Jerry Lawler thing is, right there.
They've been able to do that entirely with just Jack Swagger, Michael Cole, and Jerry Lawler.
And
The
half the
three of
time,
them.
Jerry Lawler isn't even talking; he's just reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my site's back. So.
I see your sights back.
that.
That's good. It's good to see.
But yeah, I think that they've really worked on doing real builds. Notice that Triple H hasn't wrestled yet.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Well, he wrestled in the dark match with us.
No, he wrestled on SmackDown.
He did?
Like a week
Did he?
after he came out the first time, he wrestled on SmackDown against somebody and squashed him. I don't know. But yeah,
well,
that happened.
Taker, in the case of Taker, he didn't touch anyone practically.
Yeah, Taker hasn't touched anybody.
Except for Shawn.
Let's touch on that going into WrestleMania.
Well, Taker can't touch himself or touch anybody else. He'll still hurt himself.
Well, it goes into that. I mean, we all, marrying the smart marks, the news we hear on the internet. We've heard for a while. We saw how bad he looked against Kane in his series late last year, and it's obvious he's taken longer and longer times off. And then they address that point blank, and those people that are paying attention to that are seeing that with their own eyes, not reading the internet, saying, "Hey, he is kind of broken down." They called him out on it, and that's fantastic. That little tinge of realism that makes everything better.
Like when this was like probably a month ago when I was on the show, and I said I do not want to see Sting versus Taker now. If this were 5 years ago, I'd be all over that match. Not now. I'm sorry, Taker's done. Like I said it before, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels came through and finished that point off for me. Taker's done. I really think the problem with me here is that the Triple H is probably going to be the one that ends the streak, which bothers me from a booking standpoint because you're not letting a young guy who they think could do really well get that super push.
But I see a problem with that because, I mean, we did have Brock Lesnar kill Hulk Hogan off and then walk away.
Right.
I think there's a fear.
Who says the streak has to be ended by anybody at all?
Yeah.
That, like, Taker could just go
I
away.
highly doubt, though, that if it were to end, that Triple H would end it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing. Like, if Taker's going to go, you know good and well that they're going to send him out.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, he's been in a bunch of those buried alive matches.
I don't know because maybe he's like Austin because Austin kind of silently retired himself without telling anybody.
Yeah,
because he was like he knew in his head this is my last match. He didn't want to make it a big thing. He did the last match and he went away.
Same thing with Jericho. Jericho's last match that he had was
but Jericho's not retired. Jericho's takes these
Jericho is Dancing with the Stars.
He is Dancing with the Stars.
But at the same time, Stone Cold did a bunch of movies.
Yeah, Stone Cold did a bunch of movies.
What I'm saying here is that Jericho's thing was not like this huge pay-per-view blowout send-off. He left after a Raw.
Yeah.
And the last time that he had, and this is how he ends Undisputed, was he talks about the last time he left.
Which was, that was the time where he got tossed out by Cena, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
He doesn't talk about Cena.
No.
Didn't he get?
That was the one where he was working for.
No, he got fired because he didn't win the belt against Cena, I think.
The last time that he didn't, the last time he left, this current time that he left,
okay,
is not in Undisputed. It's the last time he left.
Before he went and did the first book.
Yeah,
basically, which was
yeah.
Eric Bischoff was still there. I remember he was in a 3-way with Cena and Christian at the time.
I remember that. That was
we were really excited about that one.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have the book here. This is the match. Yeah, I have the
book
right there on the
right there. Undisputed. Oh, go show it again. I didn't have you on camera.
Go ahead. I have the book here, Undisputed, right there.
What do you have that on? Is that Kindle or?
No, this is just regular iBooks.
iBooks. Okay.
Towards the end of the book, he mentions one of the things that he mentions that nobody really knew about was when they went on their Japan tour. Chris Jericho and The Rock would get a camera from the crowd and would take pictures of themselves all beat up. Like they would beat each other up on the outside of the ring, and they would take a camera and take pictures of each other. But they would do things like Chris Jericho laid out on the table, but he's also picking his nose. Or like The Rock drunk, looking like he's drunk in the picture, and then they'd hand the camera back to the fan, and the pictures would eventually make him out. Would eventually get out.
Yeah.
But they would do things like, there was one point where The Rock didn't know any Japanese, and Chris Jericho, having done a bunch of stuff in Japan, knew Japanese. And the Great Muta was in the crowd, and he slapped the Great Muta on his way out because he was a heel. And so he wanted to get like the crowd in Japan riled up. And he goes in the ring, and they're cutting this promo, and The Rock is doing the Rock thing, right? And he goes, Jericho leans over to him, and he goes, "Call me Okasa or something like that," which is Japanese for gay. And and he goes, "Just say it." He's like, "Trust me on this one." He goes, "Are you Okasa?" And the entire crowd went nuts, and the front page of the Japanese tabloids the next day was Chris Jericho, Okasa? ? And he just talks about like all these various things that like led up to all of this, all these sorts of things. And it was just, it was great. If you haven't bought that book yet, which I bought it for my brother and I bought it for myself, go get that book. Seriously, I'm not shamelessly plugging that book for any reason. I read it over the course of 3 nights.
I still have to read the first one. I really do.
Read both of them.
I really wish I want an audiobook version because that's the way I read books now. But
go read A Lion's Tale first before you read Undisputed, because he references A Lion's Tale a lot.
Yeah.
And he also references the fact that Mick Foley never beat him. Random stat from the WWE: Mick Foley never beat Chris Jericho, and he mentions it like 20 times in the book.
That's like, what was it? Mick Foley always mentioned Test and Al Snow. Al Snow got a lot of play in Mick's first or second book.
That Al Snow never beat Mick Foley?
No, not to that. Pretty much just how ridiculous Al Snow was in general, I think.
All right.
Anyways, I want to touch on a couple points, and we got to roll out of here. First of all, Michael Cole, we mentioned how great he's doing. Not so great at Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, at Michael Cole, if you want to follow him and become one of the coal miners.
Yes.
That really sounds dirty.
There you go. Apparently, well, they did give him his own Twitter. It is him on Twitter. It's confirmed. WWE usually gives them their own Twitter.
Not confirmed like Dixie Carter.
Well, not like Dixie Carter. This is just the link to the Gay Avenger thing. He basically he called Josh Matthews gay or faggot on the thing. He did. Yeah. Okay. And the speculation is he might have intended it to be a DM on the down low, just fucking with him or something. Whoops, didn't happen. Whoops. It's public, and now
did they delete it?
I think it's been deleted. I'm sure it's been deleted by now. But of course, this is coming off.
It has.
This is coming off John Cena getting in trouble with GLAAD a few weeks ago. But TMZ, because I love reading stories from TMZ, thanks WrestleFan for putting this in the rundown, is reporting that the Pro Gay Wrestling Federation, PGW, is upset over his comment. The PGW champion, the Gay Avenger, said the use of the word is intolerant and sensitive and encourages a hostile bullying environment.
Wait.
So. You're wrapping your head around now?
I'm trying to find the actual tweet, like what it was.
My head
quoted.
hurts from that article.
Okay. I mean,
All right, so it's the Pro Gay
yes,
Wrestling Federation.
yes. Are you mad because it's just PGW for their initials?
No.
Okay, because I am.
No, it's Pro Gay Wrestling. I understand
Where's
that.
the F? I mean,
That doesn't matter.
okay.
Pro Gay,
Get the
Pro
F
Gay
out.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
Their champion's name is the Gay Avenger.
Yes, they're very transparent.
Who is the
Yet-
gay
As it
superhero?
should be.
Yet, Michael Cole's not allowed to use that word.
I forget. Was he using that word or
He used the word. He used the F.
Yeah.
word.
Okay.
Yeah, this.
Well, that falls under the same heading of N-bombs. No, we can't use N-bombs because we're not black.
Yeah,
well, you're not
by the
black.
way, the tweet was at Josh Matthews, gay slur.
Oh,
Just the hard F.
That was it. It was
That's
just
it.
at Josh Matthews, whatever
The
it
other
was.
hard F.
It doesn't say what it doesn't. I can't find anywhere where it says this is exactly what it was. He
Oh,
said
it's like expletive deleted in the quote.
Wow.
Basically in the article.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
no, he just the full form of the F word.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah,
I
full
see.
form.
Oh,
Full
you're expletive deleting. Okay.
I'm expletive deleting because this is a. Okay, this isn't a family-friendly show, but
There's certain
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
we still don't say.
yeah, we still don't say things here. It's mean.
We're not all. We're only sort of full of hate.
Yes.
We're not completely full of hate here.
No, we're not equal opportunity haters. We only hate on each other.
Right.
And TNA.
Right.
We have hoe etiquette.
Oh, etiquette.
No etiquette.
We have hooker etiquette here.
Right.
Etiquette.
Yeah,
Um,
etiquette. That's
If you want the wrestling blog take on it, is apparently
Yeah, you know-
there's a bunch of heat backstage.
I hate it when they say there's heat in the back. There's
At least-
whatever. Anybody can be saying that.
At least two key insiders in WWE have told WrestleZone that if Cole wasn't so prominently featured in the push for this year's WrestleMania against Jerry Lawler, he would have been fired by executive producer Kevin Dunn or Vince McMahon himself.
Yeah.
No way.
I believe it. I
will
believe
say
it for
this.
something public
Finley
like
was
that.
fired.
I will say this though: Chris Jericho dropped the F-bomb on national television and didn't get fired.
Yeah.
Right.
Finley was fired.
Yeah, that was the other
Oh
report.
yeah, we
that
should
kinda goes
mention
into-
that.
Yeah, we mentioned Dean
it does
Malenko in the
report,
back.
they fired. The report is WWE has fired producer David Finley, according to Mike Johnson, a PW insider. Apparently, it was because the incident that led to his firing occurred at a house show this weekend when The Miz was scripted to interrupt the national anthem. Representatives of the National Guard were in attendance, and cutting Finley was essentially the scapegoat.
Oh, wow.
But it does mention in the article that unless there's more to the story, it wouldn't surprise me to see Finley rehired once the heat dies down.
Okay, yeah,
Daniel
it's not the
Bryan
first time
firing.
we've seen
It's
that.
fucking
with
stupid.
Speaking of wrestlers using Twitter to explain things and explain themselves, The Rock tweeted 25 minutes ago, "Yes, I agree with some of you. Me saying some bitches and candy asses on Raw isn't PG. But remember, when it's Rock Raw, it ain't ever PG." So effectively, The Rock gets a complete exemption from Raw
Well, yeah,
being
he's
PG.
The Rock. Come on.
he's The Rock. I mean, that's
Just like
yeah,
AJ
that's
gets
my favorite.
HD.
I
on
get HD
WMS.
because I'm special.
He's from a different era, though.
You're special.
So
AJ?
all of his catchphrases. No, AJ.
So does that mean that Bruno Sammartino could come back and say, "Oh, hey, I see we got wrestlers of color now"? Like, does that mean he could come back and say that?
There
No.
Yeah, he's Bruno Sammartino. He does what he wants.
Yeah, he is.
Agreed.
He does kind of get a pass because
You scallywags.
You scallywags.
Bruno Sammartino.
He's old. He's
Oh
not
my-
British.
for the record,
Actually,
those
he's
are called
Italian.
ninjas
Oh, got
in the
it.
show.
Yeah, we call
Ninjas.
ninjas. We haven't come
Oh,
up.
I
With,
see you got
we-
ninjas here today.
we haven't come up a word with for the other one.
Fishes.
Fancy?
Fishes.
Fancies?
Fancies. I like
I
that
don't
one.
know. Let us know if that's offensive to you,
Fancies.
people of that nature.
Fancy pants.
I'm trying to be sensitive here, but apparently I'm failing.
Fancies.
I'm
So
trying,
many
I'm trying
things I want to
respect
say,
your
and I'm not
choices.
going to.
No, I'm trying to be respectable, but I don't know how.
He does the best. He really does.
Press F3.
All right. Hey, Kurt Angle's new movie's coming out this week. Today, I think, is DVD. Yes.
Is he going to be out of jail in time to watch it?
I don't know yet. He got a DUI. I found this out. This is one where I found it out from, like, somebody in the community. Like, oh yeah, I heard. I just brought up like wrestling. I was talking about the show yesterday at a meeting. This show. How this show came up in a meeting about a cooking show, I don't know how, but
Really, you don't know how?
But they're like, oh yeah, they're like, oh, Kurt Angle's from around here. Didn't he just get a DUI? I'm like, what? Again? And I'm thinking, they heard about it from like years ago when I was afraid to drive around the streets of Moon Township. But I was.
The mean streets of Moon.
The mean streets of Moon Township.
So
I tell
you know what? You know what?
Yes.
Hey, Sorg.
Yes.
What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Wait.
Nope.
No, but it's the zombie movie. I learned there's a zombie movie, and my coworker was in it. With Sid Vicious and Kevin Nash's zombies. And that alone is worth it. I'm sure it'll be on Netflix next week on streaming.
What is this movie called?
It's called, according to this, The River of Darkness. I got it still up here. I believe that is Kevin Nash, all zombified, or how he looks after a TNA taping. So there you go.
X-Men.
Something like that. Sid Vicious as a zombie. That was reason enough for me to check it out. So go check that out. I wouldn't say spend money for it, except it's a local Pittsburgh production. So support the indies there. If you've seen, I can't. What was the other one that I couldn't get through of Kurt Angle where he was like rape killing people?
I don't know, but he was dressed up as a clown when he was doing it.
He was dressed up as a clown one time.
Vulgar?
No, it's not vulgar. It's not vulgar. It's something else. I want to say Endgame. It was Endgame.
Yeah, it is Endgame. Yeah.
I keep thinking that's the Stone Cold one. That's probably just as bad. I couldn't get through that, and the same guy that I know was in that one too as the cop.
Oh,
so yes.
So Sorg,
yes,
what'd you learn from wrestling this week? Well, see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
I'm starting with you because normally you're a lost thought.
I thought that was just kind of the gag.
No.
I learned.
I want to show you some respect.
Show me some respect.
Starting with you.
That doesn't happen on this show. I don't know where the hell you're coming from with
Starting with you.
He's gonna ask before he comes on your tits.
Wow.
What'd
you learn?
Picture it.
I learned that's naughty. And we're worried about saying that word, but then we say something like that.
I know.
That's fancy.
That's fancy.
That's fancy.
So what'd you learn?
What did I learn? I learned if you get a developmental contract with FCW, WWE, whatever the hell he's going, you don't necessarily need to stop doing the indies in the Pittsburgh area.
AJ?
I learned this week that The Miz can hold his own in a promo with John Cena and The Rock, which I thought was actually pretty great. I liked seeing him hold and be completely legitimate in a promo with those two. I thought it was a great promo, and I'm finally glad that we got the Triple H Taker promo that should have been the first one out of the way. Because it was, seriously, that first one with look. And seriously, I have a match with Sorg at WrestleMania now. If you saw that picture he tweeted from last week, I have a match with Sorg at WrestleMania now.
Everyone.
Mae Young is the special guest.
All of you. That's my promo. That's it.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a terrible promo, and those two put on a great promo last night. But Shawn Michaels, what the? Really? You're gonna have this guy bitch out to the Undertaker like the Monday before he's gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like I'm just gonna have to forget that
was weird. Maybe they do something on SmackDown to kind of.
They have to,
because I think all of those.
They're showing the fact that the Hall of Fame is going to air after WrestleMania.
That's true too. So then, in the continuity of things, if you didn't see it on TV, it didn't happen yet. So to us, Hall of Fame didn't happen yet.
So wait, the Hall of
it's not
Fame is
even
after
gonna be-
WrestleMania? I thought it was the night before.
Well, no, the Hall of Fame
the night
will be
before. They're
done
showing it
before
on Monday.
WrestleMania. It won't be on TV until after WrestleMania.
There was talk.
8 o'clock Monday
One
before Raw.
one show I was listening to. I don't know if it was Laganas or if it was Between the Ropes, where they were talking about how they would usually do it, and then they have like the top 2 or 3 guys, and that's the hour that they show live.
Yeah.
They've had some problems with that. They had the music play off Ric Flair so they could finish the show. Stuff like that. So I think they're really kind of circumventing that, and then a lot of that stuff they can do a better package so you can see more of the show as opposed to these little bullshit pieces for anybody that's not Hulk Hogan or Shawn Michaels.
Right.
Right, like the year The Rock was inducted, and
that's like all you got, right?
You got The Rock, and then I think
The Rock wasn't inducted. The Rock inducted his dad and grandfather, but he went on that whole
he did his whole Rock thing because people wanted to see it one more time.
Yeah,
he had the mic under the regular mic under the podium.
And you had, this is interesting. I just remembered. Remember when Stone Cold was inducted and he gave the beer to John Cena?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, do you remember? Did you notice the Miz changing the M or changing the WWE logo on everything?
Yes.
The mic that he was holding during that promo had it too.
The microphone he had the M.
We touched on it.
I love how they panned back when he was while he was tweeting with Alex Riley or whatever, and then they had the little M or the WWE symbol that's in the interview area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid. I agree with you. It's fucking stupid, but
it's
I
hilarious.
love it. Just to be that fucking snide to say, this is the way it is and it's awesome, and it would just turn your company logo upside down.
Yeah.
That's great.
I wonder if he went to Vince and was like, "Look, this is the idea I have. I don't want to desecrate the logo because it's the brand.
It's like burning the flag."
Right. But I wonder if he actually said like, "Hey, I want to turn this upside down because a year or 2 ago I wasn't even mentioned as a champion, and now I'm headlining WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I've turned this industry upside down, and clearly the W looks like an M.
Yeah.
I guarantee he went to Vince with that one before that even remotely came about. Mm-hmm. And I wonder how they turned the belt. Because I wonder if they actually set the spinner anymore.
Well, I think there's supposed to be a latch in it, from what I understand.
Oh my God!
Wheels has. Wait, does Wheels have that belt? No, he got a different one. But I've seen people with them. And I think there is just a latch that locks it in, and they just, I don't know, maybe they just weld it shut or something. And they turn it. I mean, they got plenty of these, I'm sure.
Right, but if I were the champion, I would totally unlatch it and let it spin again.
Right.
I'd bring the spinner belt back so hard.
Well, what you can see, if Cena wins, he does that right there.
Yeah, that would happen.
Maybe that brings back the spinner.
Yeah. Go ahead. Chachi, what did you learn from wrestling?
Oh, no, that's not my turn yet.
What?
It is now, because you've been asked, bitch! You've been asked, bitch!
You just got asked, son.
I have been.
Tired. Look at you. You're like below half of the screen. It's amazing.
It's fine.
As
the show goes on, I just get lower.
It's getting late. I'm sleepy, Chachi.
No, I mellow out and I just get comfy.
You too, Kit Mill. It's a long night. It's a long night of talking about cool things.
Let's see. What did I learn from wrestling last night?
This week.
Last night, this week, whatever.
Last night was really all you.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. What are you doing?
What did I learn? Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing. Oh, you were excited earlier. We had a big conversation over pizza earlier.
Right. But we've already talked about that. No. I learned that a lot of these promos leading up to WrestleMania is going to be as exciting as it gets.
It is? What,
you think WrestleMania is going to be boring?
No, I just think that some of the matches aren't going to be as good as it's leading up to be.
I think the Triple H Taker match is going to kind of... That's going to be a struggle.
Right.
Yeah, you think?
I really do.
I don't know.
Trips can carry some wrestlers, all right?
I think you can carry... I mean, Taker is, kind of proven to step up when he needs to, and he can step up one time a year. We know that. And Triple H is a guy that can carry just about anybody. He had to wrestle Kozlov, remember?
God, those matches were bad.
Oh yeah, but he has plenty of practice.
He was able to carry Randy Orton with a broken collarbone.
That's right. That's right.
Randy Orton's broken collarbone.
I mean, Taker's a field day. At least Taker's working with them.
That's true.
So,
I was happy to see the LOD get inducted.
Definitely. Great stuff.
That was amazing.
Long overdue.
Yes.
Also, I like Riz's thing here. Everyone in LOD 2000 will be inducted into the Hall of Fame at the same time this year. Sunny Hawk and Animal.
Wow.
LOD 2000. Oh,
where's Draws? Where's Draws at?
Dude.
No?
I don't think he's,
he should at least get an honorable mention. Come on.
Yo, Heidenreich was in Legion of Doom at one point.
I don't like to talk about that. It's a bad word.
I watched over the weekend. I watched Rise and Fall of WCW. And what else did I watch?
Did you talk to Dixie Carter after you were done?
No.
I'm sorry, you couldn't get a hold of her Twitter account. Got suspended.
I forget what else I watched.
What did you think of that? Did you watch the WrestleMania one? I heard Mikey from the Freak Show watched WrestleMania this weekend. The untold story of WrestleMania.
I started it. I never finished it.
It's good.
That was a great documentary.
It was.
But yeah. That's what I learned in wrestling.
What did you learn from the rise and fall of WCW?
That Vince really is a bastard.
Wait, which Vince? Vince Russo or Vince McMahon?
Both.
It was more about McMahon on that.
Yeah, both.
It's been a while since I watched it. So, all right.
And fuck Eric Bischoff. Not that that needed said, but.
Chachi, this is the part where you have to tell people what they learned.
Oh right.
Don't start if
Bobby.
you don't finish it, player.
Hey Bobby, what'd you learn?
Yeah.
What'd you
I
learn?
learned 2 things this week.
Wow.
I learned that one of the greatest catchphrases, or one of the greatest insults of all time, was homeless Power Ranger.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You look like a homeless Power Ranger.
That was amazing.
I also learned that Conan O'Brien got a new nickname from The Miz this week.
Yes!
The Ginger Ninja.
Ninja!
Stay out of my dojo, mofo.
Stay out of my dojo, mofo. I'm the Ginger Ninja.
Look that up.
The Miz did a really good job on Conan, too.
Yeah, Conan.
He was all over the place.
Yeah, it was good. They interacted real good. Excellent. Next up.
Finish
your job, man.
Let's see. Lunchbox.
Yes, sir.
What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned. Actually, I was reminded that Cena is such a face. He can do things that heels would do, but still be cheered as a face.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Humming the WWE Hall of Fame song.
Yeah, Russell fan. Russell fan.
I learned in
Russell
wrestling
fan.
that there is a common formula in wrestling. When you don't know what to do with a wrestler, make him a comedy act. The best example this week, Kane.
Yeah!
Oh, man.
I thought that was really
Kane
stupid.
rocking the trombone. I think it was too soon after everything that happened in late 2010. It's really weird to me.
Yeah.
They kind of
Rocking his trombone sounds dirty, too.
Thankfully, the camera wasn't on me then.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
And Riz learned.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Well, we already touched on the Heidenreich. But he also learned that Dixie really had a background pic of Hardy doing drugs off of frozen hooker sickle, hence the suspension of her account.
Her Twitter account.
Yes.
Really? That's why her Twitter
true.
account got suspended?
Sure.
I used to get followed by Britney Spears spam bots with her using her mouth on a penis.
Yes.
Oh.
That is correct.
Oh, guy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, those were the spam bots that used to try to follow me, so...
Guys, this has been the Wrestling Mayhem Show. I hope you've all... I thought we had a great talk. It's WrestleMania this weekend!
WrestleMania!
Around. Yeah? What's up, AJ?
Well, check back next Tuesday
Yes.
to find out the stunning conclusion of WrestleMania.
WrestleMania!
Yeah. I'll just cycling through. Check us out again, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Follow us on Twitter. I'm sure we'll be tweeting at Mayhem Show in all of our respective Twitter accounts. There's me at Sorgatron. You've seen them all show if you're on the video. Let us know what you thought of WrestleMania.
WrestleMania!
Good time.
Good times!
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0. It's 9670. And we're all over the place. Check us out. Subscribe to us. WrestlingMayhemShow.com, SorgatronMedia.com. Check out Chachi's show. Chachi Says the Vidcast. He does good stuff about video games. Chachi Says .net. And sometimes. And the Awesome Cast, where we'd like to talk some tech. We'll see you guys next week.
You know what?
What's up? What's up?
Tune in next week, because we're giving away a Mayhem Show code for the app.
Oh, well, we have to get them out low. Hey, keep on our Twitter, because you can get a free Mayhem Show code.
That's what I just said.
Not next week on the show. We got to get them out sooner than that.
Why?
Because I think
Shut
they
your mouth,
They
Ninja.
expire!
Shut your mouth!
Why?
You're fired.
You're so angry.
Fine. Watch the Twitter account.
For the crew, we're doing something with them. Keep an eye out. We'll have free stuff coming up. We'll see you guys next week. Wrestling Mayhem Show.